So I think there's one really bad thing about the future of Dragon Ball Super as long as we're talking about what we've seen thus far. Let's get into it. Hey YouTubers, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on these social media platforms. Enjoy the video. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a rant video about the future of Dragon Ball Super, whatever they end up calling it in the future, just talking about whether or not they're going to do another movie, another series, the manga is going to continue the same way that they're going to continue it over the next couple chapters, just in general where they're going with it. And I'm not talking so much about the games here because that's not really a story in and of itself. It's just kind of a fun thing they do. I mean, Dragon Ball Heroes, all of the Xenoverse games, Dragon Ball Fighters, all of that stuff. And I would love for them to start introducing characters from the video games into the main canon. Toa and Mira and Android 21, all really awesome characters, especially other people like maybe Shallot, who's an interesting character from Dragon Ball Legends. There's just so much you can do there, or maybe even some of the fusion stuff from Dragon Ball Fusions. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and I feel like it would be really fun to explore that in a real interesting story. And also, I'm not talking about the Dragon Ball Heroes anime, because that is pure fan service, just like the video games. So we're talking about what is going on in really just the written and or visual sense of the franchise. And that is, I think that focusing on Universe 7 is going to hinder this franchise more than is going to help it. And I am actually pretty confused as to why they're doing this so often. How every single continuation story outside of what, maybe the Champa arc itself, and then what, the Tournament of Power, which both arcs were just tournament filler, not a whole lot of consequences in them. We all knew it was going to end up just fine and good. But they're focusing away from all this multiverse talk, which was introduced in Battle of Gods, the movie, expanded upon in Battle of Gods, the series arc, and then really explored later down the line in Dragon Ball Super, but never really given enough weight. And it's really strange to me that despite the fact that we have all of this awesome ground to keep covering in this series, characters to explore, universes to explore, we are still focusing on people, places, and secrets within Universe 7. Now, I've said this on this channel a whole lot. I understand why Dragon Ball Super would love to take some time to explore Universe 6 and Universe 7. In the whole multiverse, these are the only two universes with Dragon Balls, Super Dragon Balls, but why haven't we had anyone come down and try to get the Dragon Balls away from the gods, or just get them for themselves for their own wish? Why haven't we had Goku and Vegeta, maybe even Beerus and Whis and some other people going into another universe to help with another threat, or anything else really bringing a huge threat to the multiverse? Goku, Vegeta, Jiren, Hit, and all these other people that we've come to know and love have to get involved. To me, that would be the best thing to do in the future of the series, and I think a lot of people would like to see that as well. Maybe even, as a lot of people have been saying over the last couple of years, a Dragon Ball multiversal war arc. I mean, yeah, Dragon Ball doesn't really do these whole multi-people fighting scenes very well, and it doesn't really have the story for that. I mean, that's one of the things we wanted from Yu Yu Hakusho before it decided to do like another tournament instead of a war arc for its final arc. And I guess that makes sense because Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho, I mean, they really couldn't have supported that. Yu Yu Hakusho had a whole lot of scheduling issues and also with health issues and stuff with the writer, but Dragon Ball has just never had that type of story, so they're never going to do a multi-universal war arc or something else like that. But maybe a threat that we actually get to see, something like Zamasu. But what if we were seeing anything other than the Aftermath, where he was just playing around with Trunks for a year? That's what we would like. And it's strange that even though they might introduce villains stronger than Broly, stronger than Jiren, maybe stronger than this new guy, and everything else that they've been doing as of late, it's still housing us in this one universe. And for me, at this point, with everything that we've seen thus far through Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, and heck, even Dragon Ball GT, it feels limiting to the world around us. And I feel like they're not giving us or imagining the furthest possibility that they can take this series. And I have to say, if there's anything about Dragon Ball that's really been making me be down about it recently, it's that. Can we please have this series expand and evolve beyond not just the characters themselves, which I'm kind of fine with it. I understand Goku's the main character. We're never going to get away from him. but let's expand into other universes if you're going to introduce the concept. It's like almost like they had this idea that, oh, this will make the series like future better, brighter, and it's going to allow us a whole lot of other stories. And then they realized the complications behind it, and so they started to backtrack and just kind of keep them in their own universe. Because once Goku and Vegeta become multi-universal hopping entities, then what's keeping them on Earth? What's keeping them near those Dragon Balls? Even though if you have like multi-universal Dragon Balls in Universe 7 and 6, then you need a threat coming to those universes, and Goku and Vegeta need a reason to stay. If they're going from this universe to this universe looking for stronger and stronger opponents, whether or not they're evil or not, then you run the risk of having to tell like a more segmented story, like Goku and Vegeta here, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, all the other Earthlings and everyone here, and maybe there's a threat coming to Earth because why wouldn't they come to Universe 6 and 7, and then Goku and Vegeta are fighting someone else over here, they have to go back to Earth, and it's just kind of the Fakatsu no F storyline again, or it's just they can't juggle all that much. But to me, it's a big problem. I'm ranting here, but I hope everyone at least understands where I'm coming from with this, and you can agree with me in the comment section below. You can disagree. Tell me what your thoughts or opinions on this. Are we spending too much time in Universe 7, especially with the concept of a multiverse being completely wasted in the background for this series? Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell over by the subscriber button to notify you every single time I upload. And hey, if you want to talk to me about Dragon Ball, any anime stuff, horror movie related topics, maybe box office stuff, or any other things that I talk about, either on this channel right here, the other channel that I do, or anything else, then make sure to go down to the description section below, hit that link, and go follow me on Twitter. It's so much easier to talk to you guys on Twitter than it is on YouTube because of the notification system, and everything on YouTube is a little bit messed up, so it's just easier to have a general conversation over on Twitter. So make sure to go down there and follow me on that link, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys about anything that you want to talk about. I'm always on there. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. As I said, it's been real.